Is that a red flag to you that she is paying her son $4,400 a month from city money?
Yeah, I think that's a big problem.
Todd Zinser is a former U.S. Inspector General who fought fraud and waste at the helm of the Departments of Commerce and Transportation. Now retired, he's a citizen watchdog with no plans to run for office. He examined Iris Roley's invoices and contracts and doesn't think she should have hired her son at a rate of $58 an hour.
For the most part, it isn't that easy to get a job with the city. So when you have somebody jumping to the front of the line and getting hired because their mother is going to be their boss, people don't view that as fair.
Roley has worked on community and police relations here for 25 years. She became a paid city consultant in 2022. One of her roles is to manage the Government Square initiative. Many city leaders praise her work for bringing food, personal care products, and a safe space to young people. Roley says it is a finalist for a national award on problem-oriented policing.
The children should not be hungry. They shouldn't be leaving school in this dire strait.
Police reported a 50% drop in youth arrests at transit centers in April. Her contract allows her to hire 4 community care monitors for 3 months in the fall and again in the spring. One of them is Roley's son, Rekha Shows.
Hey, get some of that good food.
Court records show her son was convicted of robbery in 2002, of aggravated possession of drugs in 2010, and of having a gun while under disability in 2016. Roley said no to an interview for herself and her son. In a statement to the I-Team, she says in part, "For the work on Government Square, it has been effective to employ workers with lived experience in the criminal justice system. This is in keeping with past practices in the city. Experience coping with criminal charges can help the worker be credible with the youth who have engaged in problematic acts. That includes my son, Rekha. He has done a great job on the street with the youth. I am proud of his journey and his accomplishments."
There are circumstances where somebody who has a criminal record really, can be effective in these sorts of roles.
Steve Gooden is a former prosecutor and ex-councilman who brought ethics reforms to City Hall in 2021, banning campaign donations from developers with business before the city. He is seeking re-election in November. He blames the city for failing to oversee Roley's contract.
The real scandal here isn't that she hired her son. The scandal is that she's allowed to.
A spokesperson said the city does not conduct background checks on workers of any firm it contracts with, and said Roley did not violate her contract because ethics laws only apply to public officials. There are no city rules that prevent contractors from hiring their relatives.
Look, Iris Roley did nothing illegal here. The problem is that the city has created a circumstance where these kinds of contracts are legal. That's the problem, bottom line.
Rules are much stricter for Cincinnati city employees, where background checks are required for sensitive jobs such as those in contact with children. And city employees must avoid recommending a close relative for promotions or work assignments. Gooden said hiring a close family member also would not be allowed in state office or elsewhere.
Not be allowed in a county office or a township office. They all have very firm rules. But Cincinnati's a home rule municipality. It doesn't really police its contracts the way other government agencies do.
As for Zinser, he says any problems with Roley's contract fall on the city manager because Roley reports directly to her.
Unless she told the city manager, I'm going to hire my son on this contract, she's not being transparent about it. And that, again, multiplies or increases the public's cynicism about the government and undermines the trust of the people in the government.
City Manager Cheryl Long would not go on camera for this story. I asked if she knew that Iris Roley had hired her son. A city spokesperson would not answer that question. Reporting from City Hall, Paula Christian, WCPO 9, I-Team.